A very warm welcome to Dawai Kudroen. My name is Sunamugenla. Mr. Pema Wangchuk, the officiating executive director of Loden Foundation, is the guest for tonight's program. Welcome to this show. Thank you very much. And the coming week is Global Entrepreneurship Week, and it's going to be celebrated in Bhutan as well. So tell me something about this week, Global Entrepreneurship Week.
Okay. Global Entrepreneurship Week is the world's largest campaign to promote entrepreneurship culture. And this year, in 2013, GEW is from 18 to 24th November, and it is celebrated worldwide. And this is the second time Bhutan is celebrating Global Entrepreneurship Week.
Yeah. And what exactly do we do in this week-long celebration?
Basically, it is a worldwide campaign from promotion of the entrepreneurship. What we are trying to do is we are trying to promote entrepreneurship culture in Bhutan as well. We had come up with several activities during the week long. Like last year, we had in collaboration with other stakeholders like Ministry of Labor and Human Resources, DHI, BCCI, and support from some other organization, and we have conducted 27 activities, and we have created awareness to about 300 plus people in Bhutan. And going by our standard, I think it is a great achievement.
So the 27 activities, I mean, would you like to name a few activities?
Okay, so what we have done is like we have initiated various kind of training related to entrepreneurship, and seminars, high level debate, and we had also initiated like essay competitions, and we have also initiated together with some other stakeholders like talks, various talks in the institutes and colleges. So these are some of the activities in brief what we have done last year, and this year we plan to do the same kind of thing.
All right.
And
your target audience?
It's at all levels.
All right.
So the word entrepreneurship itself is fairly new in Bhutan. So to those of youths who have not heard about entrepreneurship, the word entrepreneurship, we want to sensitize that what entrepreneurship is, so that after some years down the line they become entrepreneur. They have the option. And at the entrepreneur, at the business people, that level, so we are trying to create how business can be done so that it is a win-win situation. And even at the policy level, what kind of policy would require so that they have a delivery. We are trying to create the platform. So yeah.
All right. You say entrepreneurship is fairly new thing in Bhutan. What exactly would it take for a person to become a successful entrepreneur?
Yeah, there is a lot of things like to become an entrepreneur. It is not really easy. You need to have a lot of hard work, dedication. You need to have so many things together to become an entrepreneur. It is same like any other a profession. Like everybody want to join civil service. They need to have some qualities in them. Exactly. To become an entrepreneur, you need to have qualities. Like you need to be dedicated, focused, and you need to know where you want to be after a few years down the line, where you are, and what kind of business you are going to do, and how you are going to take this business forward.
And what about skills? What kind of skills do a person need to become a successful entrepreneur?
It depends from person to person, and it also depends on the business, the nature of the business. So like the skills one required for the service industry may not necessarily be for the production. So different skills are required, but more than that, your hard work, dedication, and the focus we should not lose the focus. Like most of our youth, they lack vision.
Yeah.
So that is more important. You need to be focused whatever you do.
Right.
So that's more important.
You lack vision, you say, and it appears that they lack hard work and dedication as well.
It's true.
Yes.
It's true. If you have like a vision, you have the vision, okay, you have the like aims and objectives, but you don't do it, you will never reach there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So you have to have all this thing at holistic approach. You know, it's one thing you have and you lack other thing.
Yeah.
I think that then something is missing. There is a link, broken link.
Yeah.
So we need to have,
your foundation comes as a link, as a bridge.
Oh, we are just facilitating.
Yeah.
You know what we are trying to do. We try to, if they have like a little, like a kind of like somebody, they possess little knowledge about it. Okay, like if they have a, like you were saying, like a skills, maybe like a example tailoring. If they have the skills, we try to motivate them how that skill can be used to like generate income, create employment, and to take that as their career option rather than looking for a job. So we try to facilitate through giving a training, motivation, and with the capital fund, okay, to start a business. And we also, after that, we have a continuous mentoring kind of thing, which really helps.
Yeah.
That's more important.
In Bhutan, we often talk about promoting business, promoting industries, promoting private sectors, you know, and entrepreneurship comes in it, you know. But most of the time, when these entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, wanted to start up businesses, they are often, you know, they are not really happy with what is in their ways. You know, they don't have money to start up businesses, and they often complain. Financial institutions don't want to risk providing loan, and at the same time, other agencies are not really being helpful in it. Do you come across such entrepreneurs?
Yes, we come across this kind of thing, but sometimes it is not just financial institute or any other like a supporting agency to be blamed. Sometimes to become an entrepreneur, you know, you need to do all the groundwork first. Without having done a proper groundwork and expecting something may not be right thing, you know. What our youth normally they expect is, they think that normally they say that they are not able to start business because of lack of finance.
Yeah.
But you know, that is not all the reasons. The finance alone is not the reason. There are so many other things, other factors. They wait till they are 100% ready. When they are 100% ready, they want their license to be ready, they want the car to be in a place, office to set up, then everything money to fall on their lap. They wait for that. But
what would you say? I mean, don't wait for all this.
The very difficult thing, you know, is that to get started. They never get started, you know.
All right.
That is the one thing.
Begin from somewhere.
You have to begin from somewhere else.
All right.
Then you have to start small.
All right. But how do I mean, for instance, I am a, you know, aspiring entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And I don't have financial supports. I have brilliant ideas. Where do I begin from?
See, like if you have that brilliant idea, you know, that you have to put into the paper. Like just having the idea in your mind, not necessarily become something doable, you know. To make it something doable, we have to put in a paper. There are so many institutes, like banks, example. Right. There is a DHI, there is Darayana, there is a Bawi, Sabah, and so many other organizations, like even Loden. So if your idea is very brilliant, I'm sure you're going to get the funding. And even if that banks and these stakeholders are not able to fund you, there would be a private investor who want to invest in your brain. So, you know, at this stage, you know, like the most important tool is not necessarily the mobile phone you have, not necessarily the car, pen or laptops. It's like a 3-pound tool, the brain you have. We have to make that work well. So then you have to put everything. There's I don't say that there are already a lot of institute who wants to help, but I think fairly we have good number of organization which helps our young aspiring entrepreneurs to take entrepreneurs as their career option.
All right.
Yeah.
And you say you know they should start from somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's often easier said than done.
Yeah.
That everybody knows. And in Bhutan, you know, especially when it comes to somebody who wants to start up businesses, you know, policy has, also matters a lot.
Yeah.
Do we have policies, you know, in place which would be really helpful for those aspiring entrepreneurs to start up businesses?
Yeah. I think, I personally feel that we have enough policies. We have some.
We have enough, that's no doubt. But
yeah. And, you know, like very recently, with the initiative from UNIDO and Ministry of Labour and Human Resources, Bhutan is coming up with a national entrepreneurship strategy, you know. And some of our neighboring countries don't have that. But we are already one step ahead, you know. So that shows that how much our government, how much our stakeholders are concerned about helping our youths to take up entrepreneurship as their career option.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, from examples, from many incidences, most of the time in Bhutan, the bad thing is many things remain only in papers and it doesn't really get implemented. What do you say on that? I mean, do you see a real good future on entrepreneurship?
I see a good future.
Yeah.
You know, like what you are saying, you have a brilliant idea. That itself shows that you are a rich man of tomorrow, you know. And like what you are saying, like policies, everything remain on paper. It is not that one person's, that organization or anybody's responsibility. It's a collective responsibility, everybody's responsibility.
And everybody's responsibility often becomes nobody's.
No, I don't buy that idea.
All right.
You know, if we are serious, we can do it.
All right.
If we are not serious, it becomes nobody's responsibility, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, for Loden Foundation, what do you exactly look in a person, you know, for that person to become a successful entrepreneur? I mean, you have a different way of looking at things.
Yes, we have a little slightly different. We don't say that everybody, all the stakeholders, the objectives might be same.
Yeah.
But ours is a little different, meaning that every stakeholders, their programs are slightly different, focus at a different group. When Loden, ours is something a little bit based on the values, you know. So something like that, okay, we don't say that, okay, one should be necessary to have that degree, MBA or BBA, to become a businessman, you know. Anybody can become a businessman. All right. And even that, if you see the examples, some of our entrepreneurs, big business people, they hardly have they have passed 10th standard. And the one with the MBA or BBA or engineer or architect, they are working for them. No? So that's why. So we don't say that one have to be that qualified or anybody. We don't restrict. What we look at is we look at the concept of their business. We don't say that, okay, their business should be perfect, okay, well written, financially perfect, marketing plan, everything should be perfect. We don't say that. But even if somebody gives us in 3 or 4 pages in Dzongkha or something, we are happy. We just want to look at their concept, how that their business is going to help the community, how many employment it would generate. So, and what would be the benefit to themselves, and how many employment generation, environmental sensitive, culturally sensitive, rural or urban based. We look at holistic approach, not just profit. Profit is important, but we don't solely go by the profit. We had certain criteria.
And what kind of business ideas would really impress Loden Foundation to seek funding?
Yeah, the business idea, you know, we don't say no to directly. We don't flatly reject unless it is something really unethical. Could be legal.
Yeah,
but sometimes we would be impressed if the business is legal as well as ethical, and if it is beneficial to community, if it creates employment generation.
What do you mean ethical?
You know, it is not necessary that all the business, legal business, are ethical. You know, example, we were talking in that conversation, you were mentioning about the piggery business. Piggery business could be legal, but sometimes not necessarily ethical.
From your point of view?
From our point of view, yeah. And it depends on place to place, region to region. But in our country like ours, sometimes we consider it's, Loden especially, Loden we consider it to be a little unethical, right? So, but it doesn't mean that one should not do that business. But from our side, we have
You wouldn't encourage this?
We don't encourage this kind of business. Yeah.
But don't you think it's being hypocritic, you know, practicing double standard here? You know, everybody in Bhutan likes taking meat, you know.
Yeah.
They don't want to take a meal, not all, but almost everybody don't want to take a meal without having a meat item. And it's better to have your own slaughterhouse in a country rather than importing it from elsewhere, paying huge money.
Yeah. When Loden said that, it doesn't mean that all the other supporting stakeholders like banks and DHI or Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Economic Affairs should stop giving support to this kind of business.
Yeah.
Since, like you have mentioned, it is very much needed, right?
Yeah.
And Ministry of Agriculture, they very much support. See, there is some organization already supporting, and like I said, different stakeholder and organization have a different objectives, right? Yeah. So this is not our objective from the Loden point of view.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And Loden Foundation till now have sponsored about 51 aspiring entrepreneurs, and I believe some 85% of them are successful and doing well in life, employing the rest, you know, at least a few. But do you have plans to support more and, you know, make your foundation bigger?
Yeah, we wish we could support minimum 25 businesses in a year, which could create about 200 or 300 employment to our youth. That means 200 to 300 families which would support.
Yeah.
But at this moment, we have very limited resources. We don't have adequate fund. We would like to expand ourselves, but because of this thing, we are keeping our operation costs very low. You know, I don't know. Maybe you would surprise. We have only 3 full-time paid staff, and out of which one is has gone for like a long-term training. We are 2 of us paid staff, and we run mostly through interns, volunteers, and our board of directors. Half of their time they dedicated to Loden as a voluntary contribution. See, this is how we run at this moment.
All right. And at this moment, when you fund somebody's businesses, you know, when you get impressed with their ideas and innovations, you don't charge interest, and the loans that you provide are interest free.
Yeah.
What ensures? I mean, what is the guarantee that the person who you have invested will return the money?
This is the biggest concern, Sonam. You know, that's why Loden have we do very due diligence first. Like, you know, though not necessarily that one should be qualified, but we firstly, we go through their proposal thoroughly. Secondly, we interview them. And that after that, we have a continuous monitoring, support. Mentoring, yeah. We give training, customize, we visit their sites, and we keep on following up. That is why I think the one reason for success of the Loden Entrepreneurship Program. Yeah.
And is it proud of what it has done till now?
No, we are proud because with so far out of 51 businesses, it has created more than 300 employment. That has supported more than 300 families. See, there is a chain reaction, So we are proud to say that, okay, we not necessarily proud, but we are happy to see our entrepreneurs, some of our entrepreneurs grown bigger than Loden.
Right.
We are proud and we are happy. And we want to keep this thing going on. Yeah.
On that happy note, I'll have to end this program. Thank you very much for coming here and speaking with us. And thank you very much for watching this show. Good night.